Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about module number 1, that is Introduction to Power System, Overhead Transmission Lines and Overhead Line Insulators. Here we are going to discuss about vibrations of conductor and dampers. Okay. The conductors are supported on the string insulators at each tower under varying weather conditions. That means during summer season, during winter season, due to that high temperature, due to that high wind pressure. So under varying weather conditions like strong wind velocities, the conductor can start vibrating mechanically in the vertical plane. That means simply it is dancing left and right from its original position. Such vibrations can have different frequencies because it having the frequency, because it is moving from one end to another end in vertical plane, having amplitude and mode. There are generally two types of vibrations. Basically, one is called as resonant vibration or A-line vibration. Another vibration is called as galloping vibration or dancing of conductors. So now we are going to discuss about first type of vibration, that is A-line vibrations. A-line vibrations having the frequency range between 8 Hz to 40 Hz. So wherever there is a A-line vibrations, the A-line vibrations frequency lies in the range between 8 Hz to 40 Hz and with an amplitude varying like 2 to 5 centimeter. That means the conductor which is connected between the two successive poles with help of that string insulators, that it moves from left hand to the right hand maximum by permissible sag due to that the high wind pressure which hits that surface area of the conductor. Therefore, the amplitude of varying that conductor which moves from its original position to right position and right position to left position like in the range of 2 to 5 centimeter. These vibrations are high frequency, low amplitude vibrations. So high frequency means these are appear frequently, but high frequency means these are appeared number of times, and low amplitude vibrations, that means the amplitude, that is the moving, that is dancing of that conductor from its original position to right hand and right hand to left hand, that amplitude generally it varies in the range between only 2 to 5 centimeters only. That's why it is low amplitude vibrations but having high frequency. The wind velocities, generally A-line vibrations are takes place for the wind velocities like 2 to 40 km per hour or 2 to 40 meters per second velocity can generate this type of A-line vibrations. So once the A-line vibrations are takes place, it is characterized by its frequency and amplitude. Mathematically, the frequency of A-line vibrations is given by F suffix alpha is equal to into V suffix P divided by D into 10 power 3, because these vibrations are takes place with respect to the wind velocity like 2 to 40 km per hour. So in terms of kilometer per hour, the air is going to hit that surface of the conductor, so that's why it is expressed with 10 power 3 here, and Vp divided by T into T, because these are going to, that means the wind velocity, the wind is going to hit the conductor at either side, so that is going to represent mathematical the formula by 2 into Vp by D, where Vp is the wind velocity in kilometer per hour which is always perpendicular to the surface of the conductor, and D is nothing but diameter of the conductor which is measured in meters. These vibrations are not much harmful, but these vibrations coincides with the natural frequency. Then the resonance may occur. Resonance is nothing but the condition, that is whenever the vibrations which are takes place by the conductor due to that hitting of that wind velocity in surface to the conductor in perpendicular manner, okay na, in the range like 2 to 40 kilometers per hour, then A-line vibrations are takes place with a frequency of the range like 8 to 40 Hz and amplitude like 2 to 5 centimeter. So whenever the frequency, the natural frequency of that conductor which is connected between the two successive poles which is equal to the frequency which is generated by the A-line vibrations, hence resonance may occur. During resonance condition, the strands of the conductor may break and the properties of mechanical of the conductor may get failure and the conductor will break and it fall on the ground. So this kind may result only at the resonance condition. So from for suspension part of view, the Allen vibrations are harmful only at the case during resonance condition. Apart of resonance condition, these vibrations are not much harmful. These vibrations are only harmful during the condition, that is resonance condition, because under resonance condition the strands of the conductor may break and mechanically it will failure the conductor. So Allen vibrations travel along the length of the conductors, because if air hits at left hand of the conductor, then Allen vibrations reach to the right hand, I mean another successive pole of the conductor, or if air hits that another end of that pole or tower, then Allen vibrations are travel up to that another end or another tower of the conductor which is connected between the two successive poles. So if air hits at tower A, the Allen vibrations reach to the tower B. If air hits that conductor in perpendicular to the surface area of the conductor at tower B, then Allen vibrations are reached to that tower A. So even though if you are using that clamps to restrict that Allen wave, the conductors are momentarily bent and the wave reflects back. The conductors are vibrated like back and forth continuously at the suspensions due to the Allen vibrations. This is known as metallurgical fatigue. Metallurgical fatigue is nothing but the fatigue. It is because of the presence of the conductor, because conductor is nothing but made up of it like an alloy. So whenever it is made up of it like an alloy, simply it is nothing but one metallurgical. It having one fatigue, that means the size of the conductor depends upon, or the strength of the conductor, the mechanical strength or tensile strength of the conductor depends upon that metallurgical fatigue. So every conductor having that metallurgical fatigue, once that air and vibrations are takes place with a frequency range like 8 to 40 Hz, then immediately the vibrations are reached from tower A to tower B or tower B to tower A, because Allen vibrations are travel along the length of the conductor. The length of the conductor generally takes place between the two successive poles. Even though to restrict that Allen vibrations, we are using that clamps which are mechanically fixed at the two end positions of the conductor which is connected between the two successive poles. So even though clamps are restrict that Allen wave, but the conductors are momentarily bent because of its high wind velocity. The wind velocity is like 2 to 40 km per hour or 2 to 40 meters per second. If the velocity of that wind, if it is very high, like 2 to 40, then automatically it has that high wind force. Due to that high wind force, that is mathematically the wind force formula, air pressure P into 2 into D plus 2T. So due to that high wind pressure, the conductor having that minimum sag, even though it is permitted that minimum sag, but the conductor momentarily it will move to the front, I mean to the left hand or corner end of the left and corner end of the right from its original position. So the conductor it reflects back in the form of like a wave like structure. Then conductors are vibrated like back and forth continuously at the suspensions due to the Allen vibrations. Due to this, momentarily that conductors may bend and it cause to get damage. Once it cause to get the damage, that means the strands of the conductor may break, then it loses that mechanical properties of the conductor. Finally the conductor may get failure and it break the conductor due to that high wind pressure. So Allen vibrations are harmful at resonance condition. At sub-resonance condition, the Allen vibrations are not much harmful. So it is one of the vibrations, that is Allen vibrations. Thank you.